Kissing, I hope they cut us, whether they like it or not. I wanna show you out, I wanna show you out.
What's up, y'all? We are back to recap Baddies Midwest Reunion Part 2. Let me go ahead and say this right now. The Big Three carried Part 2 so bad, it was a shame. Like, the Big Three delivered ass with pans. They gave out ass whoopings like Oprah gave out cars. You can have a whooping. You can have a whooping. Now, I'm going to go ahead and say this right now. Dolly versus Tasiki, I'm going to touch on this right now. I'm not going to lie. Dolly, you not my favorite in the Big Three. But I'm going to go ahead and give you this one thing. You got in the field with Tasiki. Now, when you got in that field with Tasiki for round 1, you got laid in the field. I can't even hold you, y'all. Everybody be like, well, you kept up and all that. Me personally, I don't care about keeping up. If I'm not winning the fight, fuck a keep up. We going round 2. Dolly, round 1 with Tasiki, she parked your ass. She parked you, Dolly. She parked you. Now, round 2, you fared much better. But unfortunately for both rounds, for me personally, it seemed like she got you. She got you bad. Like, first round, you got real bad. But the second round, you did a little something. Summer. Baby, the way the Big Three came out there and moved like one beat, one sound, one heartbeat. The way they touched their stage and went after Scotty ass and Janisha. For me to see Janisha just smiling, sitting there like how Mimi was on Love and Hip Hop with Jocelyn. Hit her again. Hit her for me. Like, Janisha was gagging me to watch her nemesis get her ass whooped. I was gagging. But y'all, we got all that to talk about and more. Go ahead and get you something to drink and get your choice of substance. We don't judge over here. Come into this damn room. We're going to be here for a minute. Be sure to like this video. Be sure to comment. And be sure to subscribe to this channel. Click that bell right there. Do you see it? So be notified about all my latest updates so you do not miss a single video from me. As you guys can see, I'm not at home right now. I'm in a hotel at this moment where the hoes don't tell. I gotta get this content out to y'all because guess what? They just dropped the trailers for Baddies Africa and I refuse to watch anything until I finish roasting and gagging y'all face on this season. Now with all the out of the way, you guys, let's go ahead and get into this episode. Come on. So y'all, we had got a recap of the last episode. Now if y'all forgot what happened in the last episode, well let me go ahead and tell you. Natalie failed at setting up Mel to go against Ivory. Yeah, y'all, Mel felt something in the wind. Her presence was disturbed. Something in her third eye told her, get your ass in that car and go home. And Mel did just that. But on her way to going home, Ivory was downstairs at the banister waiting to jump on Mel. And Natalie sitting there acting like, I didn't know. I did not know, Mel. She was in the room. How did she get out here? Ivory, how did you get out here? Natalie, stop it, bitch. You was gonna literally set Mel up. And Mel, like I told you in the last video, you got on the internet and talked all that shit, and all of a sudden you came to the reunion and now you don't feel comfortable to fight? You should have kept your ass at home. You made yourself look stupid, Mel. You went out real sad. You could have gave Ivory that fade, though. I'm not gonna lie. Like, she threw pee on you, Mel. That alone should cause you to fight every single time. And like I told y'all, all that snake shit Natalie did to Mel, she didn't even know Diamond had a cake baking for her silly ass. Natalie, you see how karma came around so fast? You wanted to set that girl up and Diamond hit the stage and slapped you dead in your chin. Went pop. My, how the tables have turned. What else happened last episode, y'all? Oh, let me go back with the Emma and Dolly situation. Like I told y'all in the last episode, Emma was fucking Summer up. She was. But when Dolly came and played Super Saver Ho and started giving Emma the mean uppercuts, baby, no uppercuts was anointed by God himself. When I tell you, every time the uppercut hit Emma in the face, I heard the thunderclap. Every time an uppercut hit Emma, I heard thunder. Boom. Every single time. But y'all, let's go ahead and get into this episode. So we start this episode off with Natalie losing her mind. Because y'all know in the last episode, she was like, you're fired, Diamond. Back to the strip club, bitch. No vape for you. She was going off on Diamond. Had us believing that Diamond was actually fired and escorted off property. So we start this episode off with Diamond hitting the stage, y'all. Walking back on the stage with her all blue ensemble on. So I'm like, Natalie, you sitting there saying Diamond is fired. She not coming back. All for Diamond to come walk back on this stage. Girl, Natalie, you ain't got no power. Oh my gosh, when are you gonna learn this, Natalie? But y'all, I was behooved, I was bewildered. So when Diamond hit the stage, Rolly fat, nasty ass got up and said, come on, come run this fade with me. And I'm like, Rolly, what's going on here? Why are you taking up Natalie's beef? Like, I hate when you bitches do that. Like, Natalie, you got slapped in the face. Your duck ass should have been the one standing on your 2 feet, including your chin, going up with Diamond. Why was it Rolly? But I'm pretty sure Natalie whispered in Rolly's ear, Rolly, I'm gonna give you a Subway sandwich. Fight the bitch. Now look at her. So y'all, they get up and they start scrubbing the ground. I'm not gonna hold you. These rounds they had was pitiful. Diamond not the best fighter. As much as I scream and I holler to the television to tell Diamond to pick her head up and stick and move, Diamond don't fucking listen. Like, Diamond, if you let that turkey wing grab you, girl, she go fry you. She go air fry you, girl. Once Rolly grabbed the hold of Diamond, I said, Lord, it's over. Shamu got her. Rolly was working Diamond out like a W-2, like a 9 to 5. And it wasn't even a bad workout. Like, the first 2 rounds was shit. But that 3rd round, when Diamond did not want to leave well enough alone, mind y'all, Rolly was tired. Y'all know she get wore out fast. Diamond was like, you kept fighting Slim all season long, but bitch, I'm your size. Come on, we fighting again. And Rolly kept telling Diamond, I don't want to fight you no more, girl. I don't want to fight you. But Diamond kept insisting on them fighting. Lord, that 3rd round, Diamond, if you would have had clarity, if you could have seen what the future had for you, you would have sat your ass down. Girl, they fighting. Now, mind you, Diamond got her real hair under that stocking cap and Rolly got a 27-piece on. But as the rounds progressed, the 27-piece went down to a 26-piece. But this final round, bitch, it went to a 9-piece. The whole 27-piece came off the crater cap, right? And Rolly got no sides. Rolly, I don't understand how your hair's still not growing to this very moment. Like, you got a BBL, but you didn't get a hair transplant. Like, Rolly hair refused to grow, y'all. It's the weirdest shit I ever seen. I cut my body hair off and it grew literally the next day. Rolly cradle cap refused to grow. Like, Rolly, do you have colics, bitch? Why your hair don't want to grow? But that's out of here, the 3rd round. Diamond fighting with our real hair, Rolly got a 27-piece. At the end of the 3rd round, after Rolly was literally taking Diamond, spinning her around, girl, churning butter with her stupid ass, making butter. Come to find out, Rolly snatched a whole braid out of Diamond head. You mean to tell me in one season, bitches then got shot, hoes then got pregnant. At this reunion, people then went blind, and Diamond got a whole braid ripped from the scalp. Y'all, as painful as that sound, I don't understand how a whole braid got ripped from the scalp. Diamond, how brutal is your fucking hair? Like, y'all know how hard it is to pull a braid from the roots, from the scalp? That requires strength, girl. Hercules, bitch. Like, Rolly is Hercules. Like, oh my gosh. The fact that you pulled a whole braid out of Diamond head. But Diamond, that's what your ass get. Because as much as I love you, you did not want to leave well enough alone. You kept poking that bell. You kept poking the bell. You know she was going to come get you, fat. You know she was going to come get you. Diamond got a whole braid put out her head. Now she be thinking her life. You should have been there, Diamond. Now Nellie's sitting down with her vape. Ha, bitch! She got you, bitch! Now you give Nellie exactly what she wanted. She wanted to laugh at you. Go sit your ass down. Now I'm mad at you. But the whole time it was fighting, Santana, and even the audience was like, why are they fighting? I'm gonna go ahead and tell y'all right now, because the whole time Rolly and Diamond could not tell you why they was fighting. There was no reason to fight. Rolly was like, she a clout chaser. Rolly, your boss told you go fight her. You heard that she slapped Natalie in the face and you wanted to get your lick back for Natalie. Let's just say that. Because that's what it was. And Natalie, I don't understand how you could sit your ass down on that couch with your legs folded, chin held low, and you got slapped in the face and you got Rolly fighting that girl. You dumb, Natalie. You should have been one fighting her. You should have been catching that fade. And Rolly, you dumb. You always catching a fade for Natalie. Wasn't you just mad that she laughed at you because you got shot? Like I told y'all, fake ass friendships. The moment they fall out, y'all, when mad they happen, when mad they totally happen, when the show ends, you go hear some things. But let's move on. Oh, y'all, this the part that made me so mad. And as a gay, I'm about to go off on Santana and Bobby Lights. Not because Diamond is one of my faves, but I hate messy ass punks. The whole time Diamond going back and forth with Rolly, they asking Diamond, well, why you not fighting Tasiki? Why would Diamond fight Tasiki? Like, do Diamond got beef with Tasiki? And look at Tasiki, dumb sleepy ass. She feeding into it. You want to fight? Tasiki, you beat Diamond up already. You beat her up. You knocked her tooth out. You blackened her eye. You broke her lip. You beat her up. In this moment, I literally saw it. Diamond lives rent-free in your head, Tasiki. You won the battle, but Diamond be so unbothered when it comes down to you. That's how she won the war. And that's how Diamond came back next season. Tasika, you got the boot. Bitch, you is literally so bothered by this girl. This girl don't even bother you, don't even breathe in your direction. And every time you got words for this girl. And Bobby and Santana, why y'all sitting up there egging it on? Because I remember last reunion Santana, when they said Jonathan to come beat your ass, you ain't never responded. And Bobby, didn't they say you had AIDS and they let you back in the audience? What's your health status? Y'all sitting up there being messy ass punks to a woman who not even bothering y'all. Who don't got no words for y'all. Diamond is a real one. Diamond grabbed the mic and said, I'm not fighting Tasiki. That bitch shouldn't be fighting nobody on this show. She is a boxer. She's deadly. I don't understand why y'all kept trying to egg on a fight with these two women when they have no beef. And Tasiki, you just willingly feeding into it was the weirdest shit. Oh my gosh. Girl, get your no personality having ass off my television screen, for real. But Diamond was telling Rolly, you fought Slim the whole time picking on Slim, so pick on me. And Rolly was like, bitch, you went on social media and was saying, oh, I'm a bully, I'm this, that, and the third. But at the auditions, the Baddies Africa auditions, you threw a pack of eyelashes on the floor, and the girl who picked the eyelashes up, you told the girls to jump her. I said, girl, what? So I said, oh, this is pot calling kettle. I'm like, okay, so two things can be true. Rolly, you did do the most, but Diamond, you ain't shit either. I said, look at this. This why it pays to not pick a side on baddies. Because somewhere in the midst of some shit, somebody did some equally snake shit. This why I'm always neutral and why I roast not yag everybody. That's why I'm an equal opportunity roaster and gagger. Because when I want to be on y'all side, y'all always doing something stupid. Diamond, go sit your dumb ass down. Okay, y'all. So we touch back on Natalie and Diamond again. We circle back to this initial beef. Diamond was like, long story short, my best friend had fought Anna, right? And Natalie, instead of first coming to me and addressing the situation, Natalie went on live and basically was talking shit saying how you part of the baddie sisterhood, but allowing your friends to jump on a fellow baddie and not checking your friend or fighting your friend. So Diamond kept saying, before you go online, why not come to me? Look at Natalie. I did come to you. I did. What the fuck are you talking about? Like you're dumb. I came to you. Girl, lo and behold, they put up the receipts. Girl, Natalie went on live just as how Diamond said she did. And look at Natalie. Child, really? Y'all put up the receipts, really? Wow. Natalie, that showed me yet again that you don't have no power or no pull. Like, they don't even care to not make you look bad. They willingly expose you. Everything Diamond said that you did, you did. But then it begs the question, do I care if Natalie gets hit by the castmates? I do not care. Like, you sit there, you're part of the cast. You're the EP and you're also a cast member. You sit there and stoke the flames. You do your job. You get the mess rolling. But when the girls want to jump on you, you feel like you're above it all. You feel like you cannot be touched. No, you don't get to come roll down in the mud with us and then pick and choose when you want to get out the mud. No, bitch. Either you go roll with us in the mud 24/7 or you'll get your ass behind the camera and stay clean. Like, don't do that. That's why I didn't feel bad when Diamond slapped you. You on the stage making it sound like, despite all of that, a baddie sisterhood comes first. Diamond should have chose a side. And even Rolly told you, like, no, that's my real life best friend. Diamond did the best thing she was supposed to do. Stand neutral. Get out the way. Break up the fight, but don't take a side. Look at Natalie. That's not what happened. I didn't do that. Natalie, you fake. Oh my gosh, you're not tired of getting exposed? Natalie and Diamond got face to face. They was going back and forth. So I'm watching Natalie creep closer to Diamond. Girl, why Natalie took a swipe at Diamond's face, but Diamond said, whoop. Diamond, you should have upped the shit out of Natalie. When Natalie's hand would have swung out, I went whoop, bow. Would have hit Natalie dead in the mouth. Diamond, you supposed to fold Natalie up like a lawn chair. But one thing I'm gonna give Diamond, she asked Natalie, do you want that fade right now? Do you want that fair fade? She called you out, Natalie. Look at Natalie. You're a kid to me. You're a kid. You're a kid. I just boop. Bitch, you scary. You scary. They pull your whole card every single time. You is scary. You duck smoke every time, Natalie. And that's why I lack respect for you, ma. I lack respect for you every time. But let's move on. Girl, Diamond started doing cartwheels and flips. I'm like, girl, Diamond, did you pop a perk? Go sit your stupid ass down. Then, out came the big three. Out came the trio. And baby, when they hit that damn stage, baby, there was no stage left to be found. Baby. They walked out there and they moved like one band, one sound, one heartbeat. Soon as they touched the stage, Scotty, post Scotty, Lord have mercy, post Scotty. They went straight after Scotty. Scotty ended up completely on the floor. Summer shot at Scotty. Dolly came behind it and went pow. I don't know if the lick connected, but Scotty was on the floor. Big Lex come running on the other side trying to get to Scotty, but Jilla come and swing on her. Girl, when Lex seen that, Lex said, come on. Baby, it was a free fall at this point. Everybody was fighting. In the midst of the fight, y'all, I noticed Tasiki and Dolly in the background squaring up. But y'all, so much was going on. I gotta break this down scene by scene. But one thing I'm gonna give Scotty, see when someone ran at her, Scotty had a cute kick. Bitch, Scotty must teach Taekwondo. Scotty always got a kick up her sleeve. Like, soon as Summer went, paya, kicked the shit out of Summer. But baby, that kick didn't work. Because when she kicked, Dolly swung, Scotty was on the floor. And look at Janisha, like I told y'all earlier. Hit her again. Hit her for me. Baby, Janisha was getting her full on. Like, Janisha ain't move out that seat. She was just looking. Looking at the mistress get her ass whooped. But one thing about Scotty, her legs are ready. But you know, that's what whores are good for. You know, whores walk the horse stroll their whole life. They got some strong legs. Before Scotty would punch, she would kick. That's one thing I noticed about Scotty. Before she punched, she would do a cute kick. But y'all, that's not realized it's time for Tasiki and Dolly to get in the field. Now, like I told y'all earlier, this first round, baby, when it was going, I'm not gonna lie. Dolly, you was swinging that L. You was just mixing away. Tasiki was backing up. And Dolly, I think that you got in your head about it. You didn't visualize the scene. You just kept throwing punches. But if Tasiki back it up, your punches hit nothing but L, mama. So every time you swing into Tasiki, bobbing and weaving, bah. Every punch was calculated. Every punch was square in your face, Dolly. When she gave you that last right hook, Dolly, I don't know if you had took a little nap or something. I thought security had swooped you up. I had thought the crazy 88s picked you up and put you to the side because you had fell. But when I went back and watched the scene again, she punched you and you fell to the floor. I ain't gonna call it a knockout because you got back up instantly. But that lick sent your ass down to the ground. Girl, Dolly, you almost got knocked out. Dolly, you almost got knocked out. Girl, Tasiki was like a rabbit-ass dog foaming out the mouth. Yeah, come on. I'm like, did you pop a perk, bitch? Did you snort powder? Like, go. But I ain't lying. Dolly, she got your ass. I mean, she had punched Dolly dead in the mouth. Dolly went like this. Ooh, girl, the smooth criminal lean. Girl, I was crying laughing. I was weeping, actually. Now it's time for round 2 to Tasiki and Dolly. Now, Dolly was like, all right, yeah, you know, Dolly knew she had to redeem herself. So the second round, they was throwing them. Dolly was sticking in there. Now, I'm still watching Tasiki make some work of you, Dolly, but you was in there. You was clocking Tasiki too. I still feel like round 2, Tasiki kind of got you. It was more so of a tie, but I'm going to still give it to Tasiki because of round 1. Like, round 1, baby. You had a lot to do for round 2, Dolly, and you really didn't deliver. The crazy 88s got involved, broke it up so fast, and I'm like, well, damn. Like, it's the reunion. If we gonna let them fight. Like, one thing I'm going to say about the reunion is, it be having so many fights going on, and I would rather let these girls fight to the death at the reunion stage so they can get it all out of their system. I would rather them fight to the death over here where we got security than for them to take it to the streets and fight and do hood brawls and somebody really get hurt. The fact they fight for 5 seconds and y'all breaking this shit up, like, come on. Like, what we here for? If y'all not gonna let them fight, then why we even come? Girl, in the midst of the fight, Tasiki's shirt ripped, titties came out, and I was like, ooh, Tasiki, they look some soft. Let me see. So, y'all, that's when I realized I saw Anna running across the stage with Summer. Now, girl, they started twisting and tangling up. Now, I'm not gonna lie. The fights was like popcorn fights. After Dolly and Tasiki tore the stage down, these next couple of fights were like popcorn fights. Like, the girls really wasn't... The girls couldn't twist and tangle up for real. Like, they was fighting for 5 seconds, then the security jumped and got involved. I hate that shit. Like, if I'm fighting, don't jump in there right away. Like, I don't care if I'm winning or losing. Let me get these blows off. Let me get this steam off. Because y'all making the girls even madder when y'all do that. So, girl, Anna and Summer twisting up and tangling. Girl, all I see is Lex come running from the 20-yard line. From half court. Bitch, Lex jumped over that couch like she was on an episode of Wipeout. Girl, Lex jumped over that couch and went straight on Anna. Bitch, flying monkey hitting dragon. When I tell you Lex jumped over that couch, oh girl, she's an Olympian. Jumped over the couch, went straight in Anna's shit. Did twisting and tangling up. Looked like 3 licks was swung. The crazy 88s broke that up. That shit was killing me. It was so many fights happening at one time, but I really can't even call them fights because they kept getting broken up. I didn't like it at all. Me and my homegirls was disturbed. It's like I said, the big 3 then tore the stage up. Then Summer and Jilla started fighting. Nah, I ain't gonna lie. The Summer, it looked like you was losing. It didn't look like you was losing. Fuck it, I'm gonna just go ahead and give it to Jilla. Jilla, you was getting some, but like I said, this was a popcorn fight. Summer swinging everywhere, Jilla swinging everywhere, girl. Like, can y'all open your eyes and just look at each other and just fight? Like, y'all swinging like this, like wild animals. Look like everybody was scared. So at this point, y'all, I done got jumped. I'm gonna go ahead and say jump because she was fighting Summer and then Lex jumped the couch and swung on her. So let's just say jump for what it was. It wasn't a bad jump, but it was a jump nonetheless. It was a sneak. So Rolly was like, "What the fuck is Biggie?" And I'm like, "Big Dominican, if you can hear me, say hey." I'm looking around everywhere. Girl, all I see is Biggie hiding in a corner, but got Tinkerbella, the pregnant woman, in front of a gardener. You mean to tell me while Anna is getting jumped and flipped and dipped, you are hiding behind a pregnant ass woman for security? Are you kidding me? Rolly said, "Why you never fighting?" Rolly, we have asked that question time and time again. The bitch never fighting. You standing back there, your friend getting jumped. Anna, I swear for God, the moment everybody would have got up off me, I'd have ran up in Biggie. I'd have ran up on Biggie so fast with a cold clock of dead in that inflatable vest that she got right there. That life vest she called her neck. I'd have punched her dead in that bitch. I would have punched Biggie dead in her face. Like, oh my God. You hide behind a skin bleaching eating woman that's pregnant. You can't make this up. Girl, Lex ran at Jilla. The float and the crazy 88 was her opponent this time. Lex then slipped and fell. The man then mushed out the way. I had to go back and look at it because I thought Jilla had cold clock Lex. But girl, no. Lex just had too many elements working against at the same time. She couldn't fight that grown ass man and the floor. Girl, Lex went straight down to the floor. Something like, "Girl, Lex, get your dumb ass up. Get up on your good foot." Anna came to the realization that she got jumped and she was telling Tasiki like, "They jumping me," and Tasiki was like, "Every time I try to help you out, they putting bitches on me." Well, I'm like, Tasiki, nobody fight now. Go after Lex. Fight Summer. Fight Dolly again. Nobody right there. Go fight right now. That didn't happen. Biggie act like she protecting Tinkerbella. Look at Biggie. "I got you, Tinkerbella. I got you. Bitch, you should be in the middle of the floor fighting alongside your friend. Why are you protecting the pregnant lady? Bitch, why did you even come in the first place, Tinkerbella? Maybe you would have stayed at home, Biggie would have fought." No, she would have been fighting. No, she just scary. Let's move on. Tasiki exit. Girl, Biggie right on side Tasiki. "Anna, wake up, Anna. Biggie don't like you, Anna. You and Biggie are not cool, Anna. Like, she don't care for you, Anna. She left you on that stage to get jumped further and left with Tasiki." Girl, that shit was wild, girl. And I was like, why y'all leaving? Like, no shade. Give me 3 LW against the old trio. Like, I would love seeing Summer and Anna go up against each other. I would love seeing Dolly and Biggie fight because y'all both fragile bitches who cry easily. And give me the 2 heavy hitters, Lex and Tasiki. I would have loved that. But Biggie ran behind Tasiki when Tasiki left the show. Tasiki was like, "I'm tired of this shit." She going crazy, y'all. Acting like an animal. Lord, Tasiki, you might be a demon the way you carrying on backstage. I mean, backstage like a blue-nosed pit bull, like, "Get this shit off of me. Get this shit off of me. I'm a demon." I mean, knocking shit everywhere. I could have sworn I saw white powder on Tasiki nose. I'm not even gonna hold y'all. I could have sworn I seen like a little book of sugar, a little flour under her nose. Girl, she punching everything. "Take these fucking shoes off of me, please." Girl, the 2 gay punks then dropped down to the floor like they was about to start fucking. I mean, drop to the floor in a doggy style position to take the shoes off of Tasiki. "I need some fucking food." Look at Biggie. "I got you, sis. I got you." I said, what the? Them 2 punks made me mad to be a punk. They made me upset to be gay. Then it was 2 old punks, 2 old uncles. You don't get your old dumb ass up. Girl, it was a sight to see, y'all. Biggie fetching food, the punks taking the shoes off of her. Tasiki saying, "Come on, we leaving. I'm over this." Tasiki, that's crazy. Like, this was your send-off. Like, you left looking like this. You left looking like a demon. 2 old punks dropping to the floor to take off your shoes. Biggie fetching you food. You ended your baddest career on this note. Baby. I was gagging and not in a good way. You looked at a mess, Tasiki. So, girl, we go back to the stage, right? And so we see Summer and Scotty fighting again. Now, keep in mind, you got blood on the floor. I don't know where that blood come from, y'all. They got DNA all over the stage. I don't know if it was the blood Scotty slipped on or the punch Summer threw. Girl, Scotty was on the floor. Bitch, it happened so fast, like, Scotty, that natural ass can't take a fall like that, girl. I mean, Scotty went straight to the floor. I'm tired of Scotty being protected. Soon as Scotty hit the floor, the crazy 88s dived on top of Scotty. Wouldn't let Summer get to her. Like, what are we doing? Why are we picking and choosing who get protected over here? Like, it's equal opportunity fights. Like, why are we doing that? That shit not right. Girl, when she fell, Lex come flying on the side, then Jilla coming. Scotty, I don't know what you did to Lex that bad, but please give Lex that one. Please, Scotty, please. Lex keep calling you out to the floor, and I'm gonna need y'all to understand this. Y'all trying to make sense of why we fighting, what we fighting for, what I did to you. We don't got no beef. If somebody call you out It don't matter. Hit that dance floor. Go to the front of that congregation and get down. Nobody should be able to call your hands out. That's scary. I know as adults we be like, but I don't want to fight you. I'm gonna reason to fight you. No. If we on the show for fighting and somebody call your hands out, I already you take a L. Then sit your ass right there and act like you're scared. Get in the blend and don't act like you want to fight when security got you covered. Don't do that shit. That's my biggest pet peeve. Don't do that because if security wasn't right there, you're ducking and you're hiding. Scotty. Girl, Jilla and Lex keep fighting. I'm like, Jilla, hurry up and lose to Lex. Damn, I'm tired of y'all two. Get your ass whooping and go sit down, Jilla. Go sit down. And then they telling Lex, stop jumping in, stop jumping in. I'm confused because wasn't Anna jumping in for Scotty and wasn't Jilla jumping in for Scotty? If they could jump in for each other, every time Summer run, Lex could jump in as well. They didn't jump all season long. They wasn't following no rules. Right now, it's street rules. Ain't no rules. If you want to jump alongside your friend, jump. We not mad. We gonna jump too. Like, what are y'all talking about? Like, y'all always picking and choosing. That shit is aggravating. It's a hood brawl. Fuck a one-on-one. If you want to get in the blend, get in the blend. One pop, we all pop. You don't pop, you get pop. Simple. And at this moment, y'all, I'm going to give everybody 10s. I was living for everybody. Whether you was getting your ass whooped or not, I was living for you. Only person I don't live for is Biggie. You ran off that stage with Tasiki because you was scared. So y'all, Anna and Summer get the tussling and tangling. Now, all I see is Blueberry Diamond start to swing on Summer. I know what my eyes saw. I saw Diamond jump in. And I ain't like that shit, Diamond. What was Dolly and Lex and Summer? Did you not know you was being jumped? But they tangling and tussling. It looked like Anna was getting the better of Summer. But Summer grabbed that chain that Anna had on. Baby, pull Anna right back into the fight. Girl, I was crying laughing. And then at the corner of my eye, I see Sleepyhead Jaden peeping behind the wall like, is it okay for me to come out? No, bitch. Go back down. Go back and see your cage, your blue-nosed pit bull. So after that fight had happened, I went into the parking lot with Biggie and girl, they going back and forth. Anna telling Biggie, you scary big bitch, you stinking. I mean, calling Biggie every name but the child of God. And Biggie was like, you start this mess. They didn't jump you, bitch. They didn't jump you. You start all this mess, all this shit. I'm not fighting for you. I'm not fighting for you, bitch. She doing the most. Anna telling Biggie, you scary as fuck. Every time you fight, I'm alongside you. But for me, you left me for dead. Tasiki in the middle, rolling up her blunt like, I wish you two stinky bread bitches get out of my face. Anna, Biggie is scary. And I don't like Anna like that no more. But Anna, my heart did weep for you because I'm not gonna lie. I will cry too. Like if I'm fighting, it don't matter if I'm not getting jumped. It's a simple fact. I'm fighting two people. And my best friend hiding in the corner over there, protecting the pregnant lady. And then ran up the stage with our other friend. You showing me you don't fuck with me. Anna, you should not need no more clarity going forward. Biggie don't like you. She respects Tasiki more than she respects you. And I don't understand why. Because last season, when J.O. bust Biggie in her shit, Tasiki didn't do nothing. Tasiki was right there. You know who would have did something? Anna. Called me crazy. Anna would have jumped before Tasiki did. Look how Biggie treat Anna. Anna, wake your dumb ass up. So Anna walks off crying, going back to the stage. Anna, oh well. I'm tired of telling you this. You should have been learned your lesson. Oh well. Hopefully you learn it now. Scotty come back on the stage. Summer saying, all right, you want your fed now? Scotty was like, I'm not going to keep fighting Summer because you can fight Summer, beat her up, she going to keep fighting. And I ain't going to lie. Scotty, I do see where you're coming from because you could beat Summer up, but Summer not going to stop talking. But it's the reunion. Just fight her one time. Just fight her for me, please. Just fight her one time. I just want to see if you going to win the fight. That's all. So Janisha was asking the big three what just happened because y'all hit the stage and y'all just started fighting everybody. It was no commentary, no nothing. It was just straight hands going. So Dolly was like, Tasiki got me fucked up. Like, she thinking I'm not going to fight her. Like, I got all my teeth in, my eye not black, my face not messed up. Like you squared up with me, and I'm gonna square up with you back. I'm gonna throw them bitches. Like, and Santana was like, Dolly, I'm not gonna hold you. That first round, Tasiki got you, but that second round, you held up in there. I already was giving Dolly her tings or whatever. Let's move on. Summer was like, I dropped Scotty. Bobby in the audience with his punk ass. And some the audience members asked why Summer braids was dirty. They was like, Bobby, nobody asked that question in the audience because that's a dumbass question to ask. You asked that question. And someone responded and said, because they gave the wrong bitch money because they clean today. And put her head down, her braids was nice and clean, it was stitched and all. And I'm like, that's right, Summer. Check his ass. Why they say that you got AIDS? You asking them questions, but last time on your show, they was beating your ass at your own reunion. Bobby pipe down. Lex says she want to run her ones with Scotty and Jilla because they got too much energy when it come to Summer. So have that same type of energy when it come to me. Come into this field. Come on. Lex calling them out, y'all. girl, they wasn't moving, they wasn't budging. It was the weirdest shit I ever seen. Like, and the only time they would move is when the Crazy 88s got involved and act like they wanted to fight. Lex, at this point, you didn't beat Jill up several times. I don't want you to fight Jill no more because that's an easy one. Just get Scotty, but don't beat Scotty up too bad. Like, you know, Scotty a nurturing person. Don't beat her up too bad, but touch her for Janisha. So they got them to calm down, and Janisha was like, okay, now introducing to the stage Ivory, Jasmine, and Paula. The other trio that hit the stage, the primary colors. Wait a minute, I skipped something. Oh yeah, Stewie Griffin came to the stage. She ain't off for shit. They was trying to scare her with Krishan, and she was like, okay, Krishan, come out. But Krishan wasn't even there. That's Bobby messy ass still being messy. So next, the primary colors came out. So girl, soon as Ivory came to the stage, Ivory wanted to fight. Lex got in our fighting stance. I said, Lord, why y'all two fighting? Wasn't y'all just cool? Y'all was laughing in the episodes when y'all was fighting Mel in jail. Now y'all fighting again? What happened? Somebody catch me up. Girl, let's get in her fighting stance. Her and Ivory squaring up. Now the first round, y'all, I'm gonna give this more so a tie because I hate fights that involve headlocks. I do. They were swinging, but as soon as the fight started, headlock. And it fell onto the ground. Nobody could really do nothing. I think Summer tried to jump in, and Paula ran to get Summer, but she really couldn't catch Summer or whatever because the Crazy 88 was right there. So the girls really couldn't twist and tangle up like they wanted to. But I forgot at this point, Diamond had to leave because she had a booking. She hugged everybody. She told Natalie that she was sorry. Please forgive her. She want to go to Africa. All right, moving on. We all know Diamond makes a show. Diamond loves clout. She's good entertainment. Of course, Diamond will be back for next season. Of course. Back to Lex and Ivory. Like I told y'all, they was going to throw them bitches per usual. Summer tried to come sneak in there to help Lex, but Summer, you put yourself in the line of fire to go against Ivory. And baby, for me to see Ivory get you, Summer, I felt bad. I felt so bad. Girl, Summer couldn't do shit with Ivory. Lord, Summer, why you did that? Do I think Ivory was going to come after Summer regardless? Yeah, because she's a friend of Lex. But Summer, you didn't do yourself no favors, girl, doing it. So then I had noticed Summer and Paula started fighting, and then Ivory had called out Dolly, and Dolly was like, bitch, I'm not fighting you, my hand messed up. I'm gonna catch you when my hand healed up. It was time for round 2 with Lex and Ivory. Baby, they were squaring up. Now, I'm gonna give y'all the play-by-play with this one. They were squaring up, right? But they both was backing up from each other. But more so, I saw Ivory. Ivory, I like you, Ivory. I like you, Fat. You was backing up, though. You was second-guessing. You was trying to, you know, y'all both was backing up, but Ivory, I kept seeing you back up. So Santana was like, come on, don't be scared, get into the blink. Man, the licks, when I tell you, the punches was sounding the fuck off, then the punches sound like gunshots. Lex threw the first punch, I heard it. I heard that punch connect. Baby Ivory threw her punch. They was missing some punches now, I ain't gonna hold you, they was missing. Lex gave Ivory that punch that was right there, like Ivory whole face went poosh, like I watched the punch happen, y'all. I watched the whiplash. Baby, they got into a headlock again, as always. Lex thumping on Ivory. Ivory thumping on Lex. Not gonna hold you. Y'all was saying Ivory beat up Lex. This was looking like Lex beat Ivory up. It was giving Ty more so on Lex, though. Not gonna hold you. They was throwing them blows. That's one thing they both gonna do is throw them blows. But I'm gonna give it to Lex. Lex was getting Ivory. Not gonna hold you. But once again, Summer tried to go run up on Ivory to try to help out Lex or whatever the case is. Jade ran up behind her, and when they got back up on their feet, Ivory started doing Summer bad, y'all. Ooh. Summer. Ivory started beating the piss out of Summer, y'all. I felt so bad. Even Summer was like, okay, I don't want to fight no more. Then I seen Ivory run up on Dolly, and they started twisting and tangling up, and the episode had ended. But what I want to point out is, Dolly, you was right by Summer where Ivory was fighting that girl. Why you didn't jump in? But y'all, the episode had ended. The next episode, it appears to be Dolly and Ivory fighting again. More fights have happened. Lex and Jill are fighting. And girl, I can't wait to see that. But y'all, the big 3 plus Ivory came in, carried this episode. Did their big one. More so the big 3. The big 3 did what needed to be done. Y'all comment your thoughts down below. The big 3 stood tall for me, though. I'm not gonna lie. Everybody kept saying the big 3 lost their fights. I really can't say they lost their fights because, fuck, it wasn't even fights. These popcorn fights, 3-second brawls. Girl, I can't get with that. I need y'all to fight to the death. But the big 3 came on the scene, shook up the episode. Ivory came out, delivered. I already see what part 3 is going to give. That's all I have for you guys. Be sure to like this video. Be sure to comment. Be sure to subscribe to this channel. And as always, get down below in the comments. Give me your thoughts on what y'all saw. And I'll catch you guys in the last part. Bye.
I wanna brag about